I hate to tell you, but apparently all that was muted. I don't know why.
You lie like a rogue.
No, I'm serious. Hello, everybody.
On the live or on the recording?
Welcome to another episode of the Alter Ego Podcast. Now not muted.
Wow.
Are you serious?
How's everybody doing?
So wait, was it muted on the actual?
I clicked this in and I hit mute, but then when I added the feed to the live, it's like, you're muted. I was like, why the fuck am I muted?
So it's recording. It recorded all that for when it's like listening podcast.
Nope. I'll have to edit it in post.
New intro, guys. Welcome to the podcast.
Wow.
Us techno geniuses here at the Alter Ego Podcast.
I say we just push through.
We will. We're going to persevere. Here at episode 58.
So wait, are you going to be able to edit it though for like iTunes, iPod music or whatever?
Yeah, when I said I was going to edit it, that's what I meant. Okay.
Oh, no.
So, I just love the music so much.
He's
Anyway.
stalling people.
You know who
We're
else
back.
loves music?
Who else loves music?
Tony and Nello.
Tony and Nellos. This episode of Alter Ego is brought to you by Tony and Nellos, and my ad is sitting by you on the floor.
You should know it by now.
New seats, new everything.
So this isn't the maker of all natural.
Organic
soaps,
soaps
like-
for men.
Organic
It's not.
pizza for
It's
men.
not. It's not. But all of our sponsors should be streaming at the bottom there.
You have too many sheets of paper. Look at that.
I have past episodes. Let me see it.
What is happening?
I will
what
find
a
it for you.
cluster.
Quick,
I like how it's
in a
the
hurry.
same ads every week, but you still print it out.
I know.
No. I don't print more. These are all my notes.
Gotcha.
So now,
Boom, here we
now
go.
I don't have it because I thought I had it. I saw it.
Boom. Wait.
I saw it and then flipped away.
This whole live stream is just really...
What a
Screwed us
It's almost
over.
not even worth it, right? Let's just end the whole thing. Let's stop doing the podcast.
Thanks for
altogether.
stopping by, guys.
Yeah, we're done with this.
Tell your friends about us.
Yeah, tell your friends about this technological nightmare that is the Alter Ego Podcast, which is actually sponsored by Tony and Nello's. Tony and Nello's Southern Italian cuisine and grills, a hidden gem that's family owned and operated on the outskirts of St. Petersburg at 1136 Pinellas Bayway, South Chiavari, Florida. It's a must try for a homemade Italian lunch or dinner. Just remember to bring your appetite because the portions are very generous. Call for reservation today at 727-867-3577 and check out TonyandNellos.com. Whew.
Did you breathe that time? The whole time?
I tried to. Yeah, our Ford Supply Company, baby. The episode of Alter Ego is sponsored by Ford Supply, makers of all natural and organic soaps for men with scents like tropical teak wood, citrus IPA, cypress pine, all the ones that they've had every single time I've read this because I never get a new ad. Visit their website at FordSupply.com to order online and use promo code Alter Ego to get 10% off your order. Ford soap, real soap.
No bullshit.
Buy some lime before it's gone.
Buy some lime before it's gone.
I actually need to.
Check
I'm
this out.
running low.
It's like Inception. Like I'm on there
Yeah.
checking it out.
You're there watching us, watching you.
So I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of like reading the subtitles as it goes.
Yeah.
It's so wrong. I don't know what the F book is doing.
What do you mean?
The subtitles. What?
The
How is
subtitle.
it? How's it
some
wrong?
of it is like,
Oh, we've got the auto subtitles going.
I guess,
Wonderful,
and it's
wonderful,
like
wonderful,
gibberish in some of those sentences. So hopefully y'all are listening and not reading it.
And if you're reading it, we're sorry.
Don't
Yeah.
read a podcast.
Don't do that.
I mean, some people.
Unless, and never mind. Some people have to. So
Yeah, damn those
You-
hearing impaired.
Do you?
do you?
Our last sponsor of the day, I've got to give a shout out to Geared Hardware. Can I see that box right there?
wait,
Yes, you
what?
can.
The wonderful folks at Geared Hardware sent me this really amazing watch. And babe, do I wear watches ever?
No.
Hardly. But they sent me this watch in this really swank little container here. And I was talking to Ford Supply. I wanted to shower on the podcast. They said that was a big no.
Yeah.
But they
Eating
sent me this.
pasta is
I
a little
gotta
off
post some
base,
pictures.
too.
But this thing is so amazing and so durable. Thank you so much. Just want to read a little message from their website. I'm gonna do it in a tough guy voice because it's kind of tough guy
Tough guy watch.
stuff.
It
yeah.
kind of is a tough guy watch. It's very impressive. I like
You
it.
deserve a timepiece
Oh,
that
boy.
can put you through anything from water and weather to gunpowder and grit with confidence. That's why we set out to design and build a great quality watch. It is quality.
It is.
It's really nice.
It really is nice.
I wouldn't know.
That could stand the test of time. With our gear, you can fearlessly take the time with you, no matter what you take on. What is it? Let your pathetically fragile cell phone stay behind where it's safe. And there's a video of the cell phone being smashed and the watch being perfectly fine. But thank you. This thing is beautiful. It's called the Sniper.
Let's talk about how
we all like some of those too.
I thought it was a tough guy voice. Like, what was that?
At the
What
end-
happened?
the coloring on it is rather
I
perfect
failed.
because it's a black band and it's got some red accents to it, but there's
Yeah.
red threading along the wristband. It's incredibly dope, and it matches Alter Ego so
It
well.
does. And yeah,
It's like they knew.
That's my first compliment. It is kind of like they know.
Yeah. Well, actually, I didn't even pick that up. And a guy I work with is like, "Oh, dude, just like your show." And I was like, "What? Oh, God, yes." You're
Yeah,
so right. I
obviously.
did that on purpose.
They're not going to give one to Ryan because his is all speckled anyways. He's just going to
Right.
ruin it.
He's gonna wear that one for work,
And then the other
this
one
one for yeah. All right, shall we get into it? Episode 58 here.
I think,
Holy
you know,
smokes.
I'm
15
excited.
minutes in, we should get into it. I think
We've got 13 newsies at this point in 58 episodes. Quick math.
Holy shit.
71? 71.
Sure.
71.
The newsies don't
71
count as
episodes.
episodes?
I've numbered them differently because so way back when I would just trust
Sabotaging us.
Rob to upload them. And so Rob would call these newsy XYZ.
2, 3.
This is episode so and so.
So was your first mistake trusting a guy that lives in a garage?
Lives in a garage.
Executive producer Robert M. Lamb.
That's right.
Oh,
But we love
boy.
Robert.
We do.
And we love you too, Mark. We're so happy you're back this week.
That's a segue. I'm like, I wasn't expecting that.
Oh goodness.
My sabbatical.
You're
My
one-
week to week.
Yeah.
What the hell's going to happen this week? Sabbatical?
We need a good 45 seconds blocked out so he can tell us how he felt about Suicide Squad. But 45
Oh
seconds
yeah,
is it.
we
It's gonna
do.
take longer than
No. Let's go. Let's
You
get
have
the
a
Cliff's
minute.
Notes version of what you think of Suicide Squad. I'd
Oh,
love to hear it.
I absolutely loved it.
Yeah,
I
I had
think
a
it is
feeling you
the
would.
best DC movie to date.
really, the
Absolute-
best.
The best.
Wow.
Give me your argument on what was a better movie than that one
I could give you arguments for
for
only
this universe, not Dark
Okay.
I
Knight,
was gonna say
not
Dark
Batman
Knight.
'89.
I-
I'm saying for this iteration.
Yeah.
The universe.
That's fair. Like I can't wise personal as Aquaman.
Charm with this movie. It was just the way they built the character. You care about for a short amount of time. Oh, movie as compared to like telltale of how good this and then
Sprinkled in throughout.
I'm happy to very definitive line. Boom.
And
There's
Anyway, here we are back again. This is going to be a real fun episode to listen to after the fact
good
and
times,
upload.
great memories.
And DC even got rid of us as characters. Show
Thank you.
gone.
And Aaron Benor says the live stream keeps freezing. Thank you. We're trying to fix that right now. It's good to know that that's going on the other side and not just on my laptop here.
It's good to know how bad Facebook is at streaming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, we are getting ready to jump into the news. We got Mark's take on Suicide Squad since he wasn't
Most of
able to be with us last week. Yeah.
I watched it twice in a week.
Yeah. It was a good movie. I liked it a lot.
Hold on. Did you start Breath of the Wild yet?
I did.
Okay, I was gonna say.
I did
You're
because
watching two DC movies.
I had a weekend full of plans. I just went whoop up in the air. So I'm like, I'm playing Breath of the Wild.
There you
Wow.
go.
Nice.
I'm doing pretty good too. We'll talk about it after.
Oh, sweet.
I'll let you can let me know how far I got.
There's
'cause I
gonna
can't
be you haven't gotten far. We've
I was gonna
only
say,
played
I
it
feel
once or
like-
twice.
tell. Well, no, I played it for a good solid 8 hours, 10 hours.
Yeah, you're about a 1% in.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
It's one of those, man. It truly
Yeah.
is. Like when you think you've gotten something, you haven't gotten far as far as you think.
First 15 minutes, I was a little apprehensive. I'm like, I don't want to make potions all day.
I don't want to
don't
make
wanna do
potions.
this.
I don't want to find new weapons. I completely get it.
Yeah. And then I got into it and I'm like, all right, I'm into it.
Yeah, I'm here now. First bit of news that we have today is from, I think Spawn is a Dark Horse comic, correct?
Image comic.
Image
Image.
comic.
Image.
Yeah. So that movie apparently has finally gotten a writer
Oh my God.
pinned to, I mean, that's a step, right?
I mean, I'm just sick of hearing Spawn movie news every 6 months.
Yeah, they've actually
Times in the spot.
Kind of like Blade. Just let it go.
made of all time. It's
If
going to be
unless
fantastic.
It's Wesley Snipes. I don't think.
What if he's in?
Oh.
What if he's like Big Daddy Blade? Like the
Okay.
see?
Oh gosh. So yeah, that got a writer named Brian Tucker who did the 2013 film Broken City, starring Donnie Wahlberg, Mark Wahlberg, and Russell Crowe. Anybody see that movie?
Nope.
Nope.
Never
No,
heard of it.
I didn't either.
Sounds like a Donnie Wahlberg movie.
Oh boy.
Mark doesn't have great taste in movies. I think Mark
That's
Wahlberg.
true.
I don't
Oh,
think
yeah.
he picks the best ones all the time. I think he's
They
had
make the
some
hell of a
challenges.
cheeseburger though. I
Yeah.
don't know why I said cheese.
Cheeves burger.
Like a Cheeves burger.
Yes, it's like a loaded potato, but a cheeseburger.
Yeah. Second one we've got for TV and movies, Free Guy is coming out. You said you didn't think it was out. It's already out. It's made $28.4 million. in the
Free
box
Guy
office.
is out?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Not only is it out, it's made a lot of money.
What are we doing here?
And
Let's go.
it's they've already gotten the green light for where Disney wants a sequel already.
I guess you have to see the movie to see if it's worth it. Like,
Yeah. That's true.
Another Free Guy. Extra Guy.
That movie was good. Yes, he did think it was very good.
Oh yeah.
Nope. Thought it was terrible.
Sign
it was
up.
all right.
Give me a sequel.
Yes, he wants more of the Suicide Squad.
Loved it. Give me more Polka Dot Man. I
You're
knew
gonna
he was
get-
going to be one of my favorites.
Yeah.
How
Man,
good was
right.
Ratcatcher 2?
She was-
Ratcatcher 2 was so good.
She was interesting. I want to see more King Shark personally,
Of course you do.
but
You gotta
Man.
type. You got to type.
yes. So Free Guy dominated 28.4 million. Got a sequel already in the works. That's going to be interesting. I can't wait to see that one. Lucasfilm is reportedly looking to cast Sabine Wren to co-star alongside Rosario Dawson in the live-action Ahsoka Tano
Who'd that be?
series.
I don't know who that
I
is.
think she's going to be one of those Clone Wars characters that nobody knows anything about as far as like me. But if you're a
I
big
mean, who's the
Clone
actress? I
Wars
don't know who the
fan,
actress
tell
is.
us. I think that's a character.
Oh.
Yeah.
My knowledge is pouring out right there.
There you go.
Ooh.
But speaking of Star Wars, you should definitely go on and check out the Star Wars Visions. That's going to be 9 animated tellings of Star Wars in like anime style. We watched the preview at work today. It looked incredible. It looks very, very good.
Cool.
Typical anime. If you're a fan of anime and you're a fan of Star Wars, I'm sure it's going to grab both of them. The art is amazing. You got a lot of lightsaber duels and things of that nature. So I sincerely think you should go check out that link specifically because it looked awesome. I am not the hugest Star Wars fan, but I definitely will be checking this out. And it's going to be on Disney Plus.
Okay.
So that was good. Let's move into video games, shall we?
We shall.
Oh,
We
man.
shall.
I can't see I was looking to see the comments, but I can't see them.
Either.
from the
Are they on
outside.
Facebook or
They're on
YouTube?
wherever somebody's viewing this right now. So if
Should
they're
be
on
able to see 'em.
YouTube, Facebook, or the Alter Ego page,
But I guess being distracted with comments the whole time is probably not good for all of
I
us.
will. If I
Jack
see
can-
comments, I get notified and I'll pin them on the live stream for you to see them.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Video games. Blizzard. 3 more huge executives have fallen off. One of them, Louis Braga, who's the Diablo 4
Isn't that the dude from
director.
Fast and the Furious 5. He was the bad guy, right?
That's it. Same guy.
Okay.
Louis Braga, who is the director of Diablo 4, is now gone. He had to step away.
You're not
So
getting your
one of those
Diablo
big
4, are you?
Diablo fans like myself that want to see it show up. No Diablo for me. Second one was Jonathan LeCraft, is a World of Warcraft designer.
Wow,
He's somebody who had to step away.
His name was LeCraft, and
And
he
the
made
last
World of
one,
Warcraft.
yeah, you're right. The last one is going to get this guy right here. Jesse McCree
Oh yeah, no.
had to step away. Who is
Fun fact,
the namesake
trying to change his name of McCree because
of McCree. Now, they have so much lore. They have Funko Pops. I'm looking at two of them right now that say McCree. It's Jesse McCree. And some of the folks at Blizzard, and not some of the folks at Blizzard, let's see. Overwatch casters, which I assume are people who go on Twitch and play Overwatch and stuff like that. And some of the fans are calling for the name to be changed.
Let me add, I know nothing about this. I just read the headline
Right.
that you posted. Is this guy like a royal piece of shit? Is that what this is?
I don't know.
Or is it up in the
who
air?
He is.
So he supposedly was named or involved in all of the shit that's been going down with Blizzard. That's because I kind of read the article.
Right.
I don't know what his status was or his job was there. I kind of skimmed through it, but he was named or name dropped during all of this shit that's going on with Blizzard.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Correct.
because if he's a royal piece of shit, he doesn't deserve to be immortalized in a video game.
But at
But
the same
I could
time,
see the other
that-
time where you love the character.
Right, and
That's-
it'd be different if McCree was named 30 seconds ago. But McCree is now McCree to everybody. So it's
Exactly.
like nobody knew that he was even named after him, really, unless you're a huge Blizzard fan or a
Right.
huge Overwatch fan and you read all, like nobody even knew that was a thing until now all this shit's coming out about this guy. So regardless of him, I don't know. I don't care enough for it to matter, but I'm just saying it just doesn't why?
Yeah,
Doesn't make
it's
sense.
also one of those things that you have to be able to separate reality
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's
from
the thing.
playtime.
Yep.
the artist from the art.
And yeah, exactly. That's another good way to say it. It's just
Yeah.
you can't sit there and say, you know what? Let's delete this scumbag's very existence from our lives. It's so oppressive that we have to delete everything. Why can't we just learn from history and go, yeah, he's named after a real douchebag, but the character's pretty good. Like,
That's
get over it.
It depends on what comes out about that guy.
it. Yeah, maybe.
I obviously sit on the other side of this as you guys, but I'm like, if he's a piece of shit, he doesn't deserve it.
Right, but he's also not got a bionicle arm and a 6-shooter and the ability to
You don't know who he is. You
take
don't know
no
that.
fall damage. So this guy in real life has taken plenty of fall damage, as we can tell. But to me, it's like, what are they going to find out that somebody was named Marcus Phoenix in the Gears, and we're going to find out, 10 years later that he's a serial rapist, and we're going to get rid of 5 IPs, all the
Yeah.
merch, everything that was ever
Decades
made
of
from him.
stuff.
No, you
That's-
just change his name. That doesn't mean you need to delete the character.
Why would you change the
to
name?
what after what
I don't
5
know.
years?
Yeah, you got to go
Yeah.
back and get every
You're talking
single.
to a comic book fan. They change names of comic book characters all the fucking time. So
That's- but one of those is also pen and paper, and the other one is audio and recorded and interactive, and a lot of people's favorite characters. And you hear that voice, you see that name. You got
this
to
could
be
also
able to,
be because these are games that I don't play and probably
Yeah.
never will.
There you go.
It's just the amount of money that people want to put into cancel culture that when these sorts of things don't directly affect 99.999% of the world or even people involved with Blizzard, it just
Right.
I mean it just seems silly to me.
Now, hearing somebody who may have been a victim of this guy, I can see them seeing Jesse McCree and going, that
That's
directly affects
what I'm
me.
saying.
I
Right.
agree. I'm just kind of elaborating
Yeah.
on that. It's like, I get your standpoint there, but from you, that person who's sitting behind a keyboard and nothing about Blizzard senior execs, to go, yeah, it's just it doesn't have any gas behind it to me.
That's why I asked. I'm like, what did he do? Did
Yeah.
he do something, or is he just a bad guy? If he's just a bad guy, who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Sorry, he's just a bad boss.
He is. And you know what? You didn't know he was named after this guy unless you did, which is I think a very small part of the Overwatch community.
I
Yeah.
found out like last week or so, or the week before, we were playing Overwatch with my buddy. He told me that that's who he was named after, was one of the guys.
I found that when I shared that meme, and I have hundreds of hours in that game. It doesn't affect me personally. I mean, do I want him to keep having a job? No. Do I want him to, be able to reap the rewards of being named after this person? No. Do I need them to go in and change every single piece of this IP just to make somebody feel better? No. We'll get over it.
Also, they'll just change it so they can sell new pop figures and T-shirts and everything else too.
Yeah,
so.
that's true. There's gonna
You
see
might
the
be
dollar
right.
sign attached, yeah.
I
Might be
just
right.
hope that when he got fired, they just walked in there and was like, It's high noon.
Oh, come on.
Too soon.
I don't know if it's too soon.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Speaking of bad developers, this seems to be a thing that's going around. We've got the Outriders developers, which that game famously was full of bugs when it came out. Lots of good things talked about it, but a lot of bad things from the beta and the actual release. I think we played that game a little bit, didn't we?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I heard it. But
We as in me.
never.
And so the developers of this game are saying they have no idea how many copies actually sold, and we're not getting paid any royalties on this game
What
after
developer
what
is
it's
this?
done. The developers are Outriders. It didn't name it when I looked at, but how do you not know how many games you sold? First of all, it came out on Game Pass,
And I
so a
think
lot of people
that
got it for
was-
free.
That's why they don't know how many
Yeah,
were sold.
that's where a big chunk of people actually play the game.
Do you think that kind of bleeds over into the whole Scarlett Johansson thing? Like she not getting paid as much because it went to streaming?
They convinced her to take a cut, take a lower pay rate, to take
Yeah.
a percentage, and then they took away the percentage.
Yeah.
Her ability to make the percentage.
And so now the numbers are convoluted and she doesn't know how to get what she needs to get out of it.
And man,
Well, I mean-
Disney really turned into villains over the last couple of years, haven't they?
I don't know if Outriders is done by Disney. Blizzard is
No,
not
no,
done
I'm
by
talking
it's
about
Disney.
not
the-
done
no.
by, I can't remember who the developer on it is.
Either way, it's
Almost
just,
like corporations
so-
are evil.
here's another one. Cyberpunk.
Well, I mean, they got paid a lot up front, and that's the benefit of Game Pass. A lot of times, Xbox will pay them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you make enough money to do what you got to do, develop your game,
yeah.
and sometimes it can work out for the best because nothing worse than putting in a bunch of money and then you make absolutely nothing.
Right.
So is the developer mad or the people who work for the developer mad?
The people who work for the people who will work for the developer that are developers of the game.
Okay, because it could be like, okay, no, you'll get 2% of everything we sell, 2%,
right.
and then they don't sell anything. Xbox pays the main developer, the head
Right.
the company,
And
a lot
that-
of money, and that money doesn't trickle down.
It doesn't get
So-
sliced up into that pie and
Yeah,
sent out there,
exactly.
buddy. You're absolutely right.
So I can see people being mad about that for sure.
Yeah, it's not good.
Don't
It's
take
not good.
percentages on shit. Get paid up front.
That's the lesson.
That's
kids.
how I do it.
Video games is expensive.
Yeah.
Cyberpunk 2077, the famously really bad game too, starring Keanu Reeves, that had plenty of folks.
Game of the year, 2021.
Yeah, no, it's now game of the. You can pay $10 for it on Xbox or PlayStation.
Wow.
This was a $70 game that
Oh,
everybody
man.
was freaking out about, and then it came out, so many bugs, so much crap, and then out of nowhere, hey, it's $10. You don't need to worry about it anymore.
Video games are so weird, man.
Yeah, they truly are.
How are they so expensive? They always get delayed, and then they always get released with bugs.
Yeah.
Like it's like a lose system.
Right, and we've talked about this on the podcast before. It used to be a process where you had your internal beta testers, and they put that thing through the ringer,
Mhm.
and then they finally realized, no, we can use our crowd to be the beta testers. We can make an unfinished product, send it out there, and treat the game like a service, and say, "Oh, we'll get a patch." But in the meantime, the game sucks for months and months, loses its following, and then it goes nowhere.
Nobody wants that. Nobody wants to buy a CD or buy an MP3,
Right.
and you listen to it. You're like, oh, it's unfinished. Oh, we're gonna finish it.
We're putting the drums in later.
Yeah. We'll add it in. We'll send it back to you. It's all digital. It's fine.
I mean,
yeah.
a lot of it comes into play where it's how much it costs, man. You're talking hundreds of millions of dollars to develop games. Like I think that one was like 180 million or something like that they spent to develop it, or maybe more. Investors want their money back. So, hey, you know what? I'm tired of this. Release that game, and they did that, and that's what they did before it was done, and they knew it wasn't done. Now they got to pay the piper.
Showbiz, baby.
Yeah. Oh, and that Outriders is developed by people who can fly.
That's right. That's
And
right.
it's,
people can fly.
The distributor on it was Square Enix.
Yep. Square Enix also did the Marvel game that's out now with the Black Panther. And that, if you're wondering, is pretty cool to play as Black Panther. I can confirm the very first mission, 2 enemies glitched into the wall and it wouldn't let me progress. And I couldn't kill them. And I had
Immediately
to restart. And I was like, no, please don't
video
do this.
game.
I actually went to go play with you last night. I saw you on. I was like, all right, let's start up the Marvel update. Like
Yeah,
60
33
gigs.
yeah,
Oh,
something gigs.
All right,
Cancel.
Well, maybe we won't do that.
Yep. Next time.
Yeah. Next time.
Not a whole
baby.
lot of patches on the Switch.
Nope.
So-
No.
No.
Avatar Legends. This is a
What?
tabletop game coming out not after the Na'vi Avatar. This is the Last Airbender Avatar.
Yes.
This game got a Kickstarter going. It's tabletop, so RPG like Dungeons and Dragons.
Mm-hmm.
And they set a goal for $50,000 to get their game off
For
the
a
ground,
Kickstarter.
get everything going for a Kickstarter.
Oh boy.
I can only guess where this is going.
Yeah,
They just barely
just barely.
hit their mark.
Ooh.
Should we guess?
Yeah, go ahead and guess. I think some of you read the news, so that's not fair.
I didn't read the news. I'm
All
gonna
right.
guess 100.
100,000.
Mm-hmm.
Nice, good guess.
Is it a good guess?
Yeah, it's a great guess.
It's got to be more than that.
$1, Bob.
Price is Right rules do not count. What do you think?
$50,001.
I don't know. I'm thinking it's closer to like 250 or more.
250,000.
I'm thinking it's way more than that. But
How
I'm
much do you think it is?
like in the early
make
millions.
the,
$12 million.
Make the ridiculous guess.
1.2 million.
Close.
What?
$4.1
I almost
million
said 5.3.
For a tabletop RPG?
Dude.
Yes,
I
it
am in
did.
the wrong business.
The reason I was thinking that is because what happened with Critical Role's Kickstarters.
Yeah, it flew like
Dude.
crazy. Let me go ahead and tell you something. I am livid that I did not know about Dungeons and Dragons
Same.
until
We're mad
I
at all
was
of
in
you
my
people.
30s.
All of you who didn't tell us. All of our friends watching right now. Where were
Yeah.
you?
Are they your friends though?
Maybe not.
Are they your friends?
It
Do
took
they know
you
you?
30 something years of our lives.
Yeah. And so now this
Disappointed.
Avatar Kickstarter, tabletop games are just so stinking fun. They really are.
Yeah, there's no
But
glitches in
this
them.
has
They're way
also
better.
become the most successful Kickstarter for a tabletop RPG ever.
Yeah. That's crazy. I almost, for some reason, 5.3 was stuck in my head, and I was like, maybe it's
Yeah, don't be
500,000.
ridiculous.
You'd have gone over and been kicked out.
I know. That's
loser.
why I was like, no, but I said, I know it's in the early millions. I know it. I could
Yeah.
just feel it.
Oh, and we got a stat correction. It wasn't 180 million that CD Projekt Red spent. It was 313 million dollars developing. the
God,
game.
developing Cyberpunk.
Yes.
Ugh, bleh.
Oh, no.
300 went to Keanu Reeves directly.
What a
And now
crash
your
and burn.
game's with $10.
It was 1.2 billion Polish Zloty, whatever
Wait,
Polish money is.
What?
Polish money? That could be like 180,000 million.
It's 313 US.
Compared-
Oh, it's
million.
1.2 billion Polish
Billion, yeah.
dollars.
Yeah.
Wait, was this game developed in Poland?
That's where CD Projekt Red is from.
Wow.
Oh, really?
Wow. Is
All right.
accurate.
Okay. So this is one that I want to talk about. I don't know how many Pokemon fans we have in the house. I know you're one, but you've never played one of the Pokemon games.
No.
You are
Pokemon Go.
Pokemon Go. You said you didn't play a lot of Pokemon.
Nope.
They're now coming out with a new Pokemon for the Switch.
A new Pokemon or a new Pokemon game?
Pokemon game.
Oh, like you said Pokemon. I was like, hold on.
It's called Pokemon Legends Acreus. Now, if you've not played a Pokemon game, I'll describe it to you. It started off 2D maps. You don't see any Pokemon. You walk around and all of a sudden your screen freezes and goes boo, boo, boo. And you run into the Pokemon and you do the like timed fight, right?
Mhm.
A Pidgey has appeared.
Yeah, exactly. and it was so 2D and ridiculous, but back then it was fantastic. And you raised your little team of pocket monsters, which is what
Wow.
Pokemon means.
Oh.
Pocket Monster. Yeah, that
Hey, listen.
was it like a Game Boy thing?
Yeah. And it made that noise.
That's the exact song.
It's so like we're there again.
It's like we're there.
Take me back.
So then, things grew and it was Pokemon Snap and you could see these kind of 3D characters.
And
You
they were
still
in
didn't
color
see any
this
of the
time.
Pokemon. Yeah. And then we move forward and forward. There's more color. You're moving around. Then we have Pokemon Sword and Shield, which is the first game where it's kind of like real open world. You're running around, you see Pokemon and you can just run into them or run away from them. And that was it. And you always had to have a Pokemon with you. And then you could get into a fight or whatever. Pokemon never like do anything to you. You can walk through the world and be okay if you avoid them.
Mhm.
And in order to catch them, you had to start the encounter and get in there. You go into your items, pick the ball, throw the ball, boop, 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 and either they escape, oh shit, and it runs away, or you throw it and you catch it, and then you have that Pokemon. In this game, it's open world. It looks as big as Breath of the Wild.
Oh my
Nice.
gosh. I was going to say, here
As
we go.
big.
You can use Pokemon to help you fast travel, and you watch it. Like in Sword and Shield, you can go to a stop and one of the Pokemon will pick you up, doop, doop, and then all of a sudden you land where you're supposed to be. This one, you can control them and move them as almost like aerial vehicles. You can use one in the water. You can use one that looks like a big giant deer. But another cool thing was you hide in the grass and zoom and throw ball walking you running on that you necessarily want to run into. It's you. It can lightning bolt, and I was like, but if you want to get into a fight, you have to get out there and throw your Pokemon that you want down on the ground, and they start, and that's what initiates the. Like, dude, this is actually pretty damn cool.
Try this out. I don't know.
Yeah, several months ago. Then they showed a lot more
2026.
updated stuff. I would imagine this is a 2022 release.
I can see.
At minimum.
But it looks like it's going to be the biggest Pokemon game ever. I mean, Sword and Shield. Have you started playing that?
No, I have not.
Jeez Louise, Papa Cheese.
I'm also
Anyway.
waiting for this one. This one sounds more of my speed. It's what I've always
Acreus sounds
wanted.
like it's going to be very involved and very cool. And the Rhydon stood up, which is like a little rhinoceros looking character, and it just popped up there, strong style. And I was like, oh shit, we're doing Pokemon Kung Fu. Let's go.
I'm about it.
I'm about it as well.
Was that Chingmong Lee or what's the name of that?
Hitmonlee.
Hitmonlee.
And Hitmonchan.
Hitmonchan. I mashed them together.
You sure did. You sure did. But yeah, that's good for video games. I was super jazzed about that one. I was like,
Yeah.
man, this thing, the Pokemon company knows what's up.
That
They
sounds
are
pretty
probably
cool.
one of the biggest companies in the world, period. They're just fantastic. Proud of you. Arigato.
They've done so good for themselves.
Two that are going to make you upset.
Oh,
and
no.
two that might make you happy.
Might definitely upset. Might be happy.
The first one
Can't wait.
is Green Lantern's director, the old movie's director, came out and in public was like, I shouldn't have made this movie.
Yeah, no shit.
He goes,
I've never seen it, so I don't know.
Green Lantern didn't work real. That's the point. And I'm partially responsible for that. I shouldn't have done it. Superhero movies aren't my cup of tea. And for that reason, I shouldn't have done it.
The director is partially responsible
If
for the movie.
if
Only a tiny
superhero movies aren't your thing, like, why would you sign on to do one?
Money.
For a check. Yep.
Oh, God. And then after the fact, you're going to be like, yeah, it sucked. That's my fault. I shouldn't have made it. Whatever.
My B.
Okay.
I do the same. thing.
Yeah, me too.
Another one.
I'll make a Green Lantern movie. I don't give a fuck.
I'll do
It
one.
will be great.
I'll do both right off the bat. The other one that's kind of funny to me is Ray Fisher is back in the news.
God damn it! Why?
I knew you were going to love hearing that. Ray Fisher is back in the news, and he says
I
he
can't with
needs
this.
an
I can't.
apology
I
from
can't.
Warner Brothers if he is to consider
And the Warner
Appearing.
sister Dot.
if he is to consider reappearing as Cyborg.
What does
Nobody cares.
What does he
At
need an
this
apology
point,
for?
we're so
somebody,
sick of it.
Somebody educate me on what he.
Because they were mean to him on set.
Yeah, because
Oh,
Joss
no.
Whedon was mean to him on set.
Oh no.
Because he said if he didn't do something, he'd cut more of his scenes or something stupid like that.
Right.
I mean, that's kind of a dick thing to say, but
No,
No,
it was,
he's a
it was-
director.
it
He's like,
was-
if you're not gonna fucking act the way I want you to act, I'm gonna cut some of your scenes.
yeah, fair enough.
He's a director of a movie. He's allowed to say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's three sides to this, and we only know what gets posted on the interwebs.
Aside from it would
Wait.
be if you were any good, we wouldn't. You wouldn't feel like you needed an apology.
We actually only
no,
know
that's not
Ray-
what he needs an apology for. It's not his performance. It's he wants an apology for the way they treated him, and I don't think he's going to get that.
No.
People get recast for a lot less, dude.
We don't need a cyborg movie.
We don't.
need
No.
cyborg.
I kind of meant that's what I meant, like as a character in
We also
general,
don't
not
need-
necessarily an actor.
We don't need Ray Fisher for anything.
Terrence Howard got recast as War Machine, and he didn't do anything wrong.
Y'all
Well,
didn't notice.
he didn't
I
do-
forgot that
he didn't-
Terrence Howard is even the first
He didn't do
one,
anything
so I
wrong.
went
He
back
was
to
just
watch
like,
the movies.
back up that dump truck full of money to my house. And they're like,
He was right. He was dead on with that. He should have had them back the dump truck up with money because he's War Machine, and they were going to back it up for Don Cheadle anyway.
well, no, because he said, pay me the same as you pay Robert Downey Jr. I'm not doing it. They said, all right, you're not doing it.
Yeah. And
know what,
Robert
man?
Downey Jr. wanted Don Cheadle too originally, but he
Oh,
was
really?
doing Hotel Rwanda,
Rwanda.
and that's why he couldn't do it.
I didn't know that part.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm sick
All
of
right.
hearing about Ray Fisher.
On to the cool DC news. Can we do that now? Can
I'll
we
be the
talk
judge
about
of
this
that.
a little bit? Ray Fisher. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, shit.
Danny DeVito is going to be writing a
Oh.
Penguin comic for the DC Villains 80th anniversary.
Okay, I was
You
going to
want this?
say yes.
Turn that up.
Why are we that excited about
Danny
this?
DeVito can do
Because-
anything he fucking wants. That's
Yes.
why.
Yeah. He's
Wait, are we not
pretty
supposed to
cool.
be cussing because of Facebook now?
Fuck it. I thought that was really cool. I want to see what he comes up with. Clearly, he still loves the character. He still wants to, be a part of Penguin lore, even though he was probably one of the most comic accurate people to ever play the character. I loved it.
Apparently,
A
Ronnie
little
doesn't watch It's
darker,
Always
a
Sunny in
little darker
Philadelphia.
than Oswald Cobblepot, but still.
Yeah, I liked it. I like weird Penguin.
Okay.
I just like Danny DeVito as a person, so
I
he
don't-
can do whatever he
Same.
wants.
I don't know how you're going to feel about this one.
Oh, boy.
Then we're going to get into the DC release schedule. Michael Keaton
Okay.
came out. He's
Oh.
read the script for the Flash movie.
Okay.
Said he had to read it 3+ times. And I was like, oh boy.
Is that good or bad?
He said, because he was like, wait a minute. Why does this work? How is it? You're doing what now?
Oh, it sounds like almost every other DC
He
script.
had to read the script 3 times to understand what was happening in the movie.
Wait, this doesn't make any sense.
I was like, so you've got them written down on the page.
I'm sorry, I don't know what Bear is doing. Our dog's in the room, and
I'm pretty sure he legit was just asleep, standing up with his
Leaning
face
against
just
the couch.
leaning against the couch. And I'm like, is he awake?
But
Anyway,
yeah,
sorry.
so he knows about as much of what's going on with the Flash movie as Bear does right now.
I was going to say, reading a script 3 times because it's so good? That's
No.
a great thing.
Reading
a
it 3
script
times because you
you're
don't
confused?
understand. Oh no.
Oh, God.
Sounds like a Flash movie.
Oh, I'm not looking forward to that anyways.
Yeah, we shall see. But let's get into the release schedule. I didn't know DC was going to have such a busy 2022.
Because they announced like
Later the
40
day.
fucking movies
Crazy.
and then never made any of them.
January 2022, Peacemaker series comes to HBO.
Woo
I'm happy with that. That makes my heart happy. I'm into it. March 4th, 2022, The Batman comes out, starring the Battinson.
Oh, boy. We were supposed to have that next month.
Yeah.
Gosh darn
And
it.
now we don't. July 29th, 2022, Black Adam.
We'll see.
November 4th, 2022, the Flash movie comes out. And then we've got December 16th, 2022, Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom.
Ooh, okay.
I'm into that.
I knew you
And
would
then
be.
in 2023, we've got Shazam, Fury of the Gods,
I'm looking forward to that.
June 2nd.
I like it.
Should be good.
Yeah, I like most of those.
Yeah, but it's a lot. It's a lot of content. I was like, oh my God. Not to mention, I'm sure they're going to keep those animated movies churning out
Yeah.
like they do.
I'm glad we don't have another Wonder Woman movie on the horizon after the last one.
Don't
Yeah,
remind
I'm-
me.
fine without that. Thanks.
Yeah, me too. Let's get into Marvel news, and then we'll talk a little bit about What If, and then we'll call it a day, shall we?
Do it.
We shall.
Let's do it, huh?
I think we should do it.
Let's
You know
get
what?
the energy
do it.
up in the room.
I think we should do it.
That was scary. Marvel wanting to do a live action Secret Wars movie.
Thank you.
We're all here for it.
Ugh,
Make it
every
happen.
bit of it. Every
Don't
bit.
fuck it up and do it right.
I trust Feige. I think he's going to do a good job. This is a
gonna kill him.
big undertaking.
He's gonna die after this.
Yeah.
He'll be that stressed.
It's just like, oh my God,
It'll cause him to die.
I've balded again. I need another hat.
Oh God, I've balded Further.
On the Shang-Chi red carpet, she's like, "That's a cool hat you have there." It was a Shang-Chi hat. He's like, "Yeah, I'm bald. I need it."
He said that?
On the
Oh
red
my
carpet.
God. Kevin.
I'm like, amen, brother.
Kevin
Amen.
Feigster. Moon Knight. Let's talk about Moon Knight a little bit, shall we?
You sent me a little Moon Knight snippet.
Oh, we did. The little Moon Knight sneaky peeky. Looks really good.
I love it.
Sneak peek.
I love the comic accurate costume.
The internet's like, it's not white. It's just really light. I'm like, oh, fucking relax, people.
Right. Okay. I'm ready to see the review bomb over the shades of white or gray.
It's very, very,
It's
very light
eggshell,
gray.
okay, or
Yeah.
whatever.
He kind of looks like a
Oh,
mummy, and I
boy.
like that.
Ethan Hawke says he based his performance of the unrevealed villain to the MCU's Moon Knight show off of David Koresh, the infamous cult leader who played a central role in the Waco massacre.
It's pronounced wacko.
It's pronounced wacko. But then I heard about Oscar Isaac's recruiting and how he got Ethan Hawke to be in his movie. Have you heard about this?
No.
Have you heard about
I
this?
have not.
He called him on the phone and was like, "Man, I really liked your performance in The Good Lord Bird."
Hmm?
It was a movie that Ethan Hawke did.
Oh, I didn't see
And then he said, and this is the important part, "Do you want to do Moon Knight with me?" And
That's it?
Ethan Hawke was like, "Yeah."
Obviously.
Like, this is news, man. I
Cool.
love it. I was like, man, I just need to, if I could just do that all the time. Hey, Robert Downey Jr., you want to be on the podcast? Yes. Great. Come on in.
Oh, to be famous.
That didn't
Yeah.
happen for you when you asked?
I got a cease and desist.
Oh,
I was tackled and
that
beaten
sounds,
mercilessly.
that sounds a little more accurate.
Something about who
Oh,
are
excuse
you?
me, sir? And then just club to the head.
Why are you on my
Yeah.
lawn?
And then we've got the best news that we got this week is that Anthony Mackie has officially signed on the dotted line to be in Captain America 4.
Ooh.
I'm not astonished,
Obviously,
but I'm
as
happy.
the titular character. I'm ready to see it. I want to know. I want to see more Captain America. You know, the Winter Soldier is going to be in it too.
Yeah, who's going to be the bad guy in this one?
I don't know, but I hope it's Baron Zemo.
Yeah.
There's a lot
I'm
of
here for that.
interesting dynamics there because Baron Zemo doesn't necessarily hate Captain America.
Nope.
Could this be like a Thunderbolt situation? Is this where the Thunderbolts come into play?
That would be.
Especially if they want to do a Secret Wars movie. Yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah,
they should.
They're like, all right, you want to keep Captain America around? You're not allowed.
Captain American.
Well, too bad. I'm going to do it anyways. Well,
Right.
we got our own team over here,
Right.
and we're going to stop you.
And that's where U.S. Agent comes in. Probably. Oh my gosh, how could I forget her
Florence
name?
Pugh.
Florence Pugh. What was her name in the movie?
Yelena?
Yelena?
Widow. I don't know.
Yelena.
Yes.
Got an abomination, maybe.
Thunderbolt
Locked
Ross.
somewhere?
No, not Abomination.
You don't think so?
We'll get Red Hulk and General Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross.
Only if he has a big giant mustache.
But
and he
they
grows
won't
up.
know that it's Thunderbolt Ross.
Or will they?
Or will they?
Please give him a big giant Hulk mustache.
Why? You
all
have
I
to
want.
have that. You have to have that to
That's
be
all I
comic
want.
accurate. That's actually the law, Feige. You have to have a big Hulk mustache.
A big hulking stash.
Yeah, big Hulk stash.
Hulk
stash.
Hulk damn it. We all had the same idea at the same time.
Oh, that would be so good. Hulk stash. You look over and he's like putting some oil in it.
Can that be the name of his Disney Plus series? Hulk
Yeah,
Stash?
Hulk stash.
Love it.
Eternals trailer came out today. The final Eternals trailer.
Yeah.
We finally got a little bit more info as to the Eternals
Kinda.
and what's going to be happening. They openly talk about Thanos in this one, saying that he snapped away half of existence and the people of this planet. Selma Hayek can't do her really well.
I'd do it really well.
Oh,
I was waiting
come
for it.
I was
on.
too. I'd clap
too
them
easy.
cheeks.
It finally showed an actual villain for the movie too.
Oh man.
It showed the deviants. It showed a main deviant who was speaking to Angelina Jolie's character.
Had a Celestial in there.
They had a Celestial, which is why they said they didn't do anything when Thanos did what he did.
I'm pretty sure that's the same Celestial Celestial from Guardians 1.
No, it's different. I actually
But it has
saw
the six eyes.
I saw a breakdown video
Okay.
from it, and it is completely
It's different.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Same looking helmet.
but they basically said we didn't do anything because the Celestials told us not to. They said unless it had something to do with the deviants, don't intervene. And I was like, ooh, okay.
I don't know how to feel about this.
There's a lot of theories about this movie, and I'm interested to see. Kit Harington, we got to see a lot of
all-star cast, like
Rob Stark. I forget the actor's name, but he's in it a lot. I get bad guy vibes from him.
yeah, like somebody's going to turn.
I get Homelander vibes from him. Not maybe as out there as Homelander, but I get Homelander vibes from him.
Mm-hmm.
And they also mentioned something called the Emergence.
That's got to be something in the comics, but I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that either.
I want to see what this leads to. Maybe does the Emergence also lead to somebody like Galactus if the Celestials are getting involved and we're seeing these ultra big characters? Because
Could be.
could be.
Mm-hmm.
I'm interested in this movie. It's something new. I kind of want to see where they go with it.
I'm hoping it's weird. Make
And
it weird.
And I want to see somebody cross over and interact with them.
Yeah.
I want them to somehow be connected because this movie feels very separate.
We need to talk to one of the Avengers. Somebody fetch me Hawkeye.
Right. But that's just kind of how I feel. They do mention the Avengers and say that, they're leaderless or something like that, and they don't have anybody. And then Rob Stark's character says, I could lead them in the first trailer.
And everybody went,
Robble. I don't know. Let's get into What If, shall we?
Let's get
I've
into
been dying to get into some What If. Has everybody watched both episodes?
Yep.
it.
I did. I watched on the way home today because I was stuck in traffic.
Oh,
That sounds very unsafe.
Mind you, I listened to it through the vehicle speakers, so I didn't get to really watch any of it.
What did it sound like?
What did you pick up on listening to the episode? What are one of the things that stood out to you?
Like, what do you mean?
What
First and
stood out to you?
foremost, we are live.
Yeah.
So if you haven't seen it, let's spoiler alert it now.
Yeah, spoiler.
If you haven't seen it and it's live now, this isn't coming out
I
Monday.
agree.
There's no more time to watch it.
I agree.
If you're going to sit here and listen.
That's
You
true.
haven't watched it in the last 12 hours? What's wrong with you?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So then we won't get into major plot points.
Yeah. So what? That's why I'm saying I didn't
okay.
want to answer that question because
Should
I
we-
picked up quite a bit about
Yeah.
that
We're jumping
episode.
straight to episode 2?
No. I want to do episode 1 too. What
Alright.
do you pick up when you're listening to these episodes? What's the number one thing? I pick up very
the
specific
actors
things.
and the actresses. The voices are
Yeah.
voiced by a lot of the actual actors
Yeah.
and actresses, which
Yeah.
is really, really awesome.
Except for skinny Steve Rogers.
There's a couple that are
Is that
major
not him?
characters that you
No.
know are
It's not
not
him?
the character.
And he's credited as skinny Steve Rogers in the
Oh, wow.
credits.
Right.
I'm like, you could have just called him Steve Rogers. He didn't have
Right.
to be skinny
Yeah,
Steve
what the
Rogers.
hell's that?
Little bitch Steve Rogers.
Little piece of shit.
That's a little. I feel like that's a little insensitive.
Okay.
I want to see
Cancel
who's credited
culture.
as thick Steve Rogers.
Yeah.
With two C's.
Ooh.
To see.
Haley Atwell was credited as Peggy Carter.
Of
She did a
course,
fantastic
of
job. And I
course.
think a lot of the what's that little group named? The
Howling
Marauders?
Commandos.
Howling Commandos.
Ish.
They were voiced by their original actors.
And they look cool as hell in animation.
Sebastian Stan.
Yes.
Uh, He reprises Bucky Barnes.
Mm-hmm.
That was one of the things that I really liked. There was some originality. I will say I did not enjoy the Captain Carter episode as much as I enjoyed episode 2.
Because I'm trying to figure out how to say this without spoilers, but they took 0 chances.
Yeah.
It was just kind of like a shot for shot. What if these two things were different?
Yeah.
Maybe this was the pilot
It
episode.
was a lot more.
The-
what if?
It was
The one
very
thing-
safe.
The
It
one
was
thing I did
very-
like about it though was when they went to in the Peggy Carter one, they go, this right here is the moment that things changed.
Yeah.
So that's the catalyst going forward. So
But-
I guess it would make more sense if things got weirder and weirder as time went on, if there was like a pivot point
Yeah.
in that timeline.
And I think a lot of these are going to end up connecting down the road too.
I think so too.
The Watcher, what's his name?
Watu.
Jeffrey
Wright,
Jeffrey Wright, who is
Oh.
fantastic.
the best voiceover man.
Not
Not in this room.
you know, he says he can't interview. He can't interview. He can't
Intervene.
intervene. He won't intervene.
He's to
Like,
watch.
he is the watcher. But I think he might intervene at some point. I don't know.
It's just like
I don't think he will. He's not supposed to.
The second one was so good though, because
Oh my god, second one was
that one-
amazing.
all the people that they got to come back and play their characters and a couple that didn't. I don't
Good
want
on-
to spoil that
yeah,
one. for you.
I didn't want to either, but I'm looking at the list right now, and I'm the IMDb list. I'm like amazed at some of them.
Yeah.
And I knew that they were back, but just seeing their actual names on the what if list, I loved it.
What's up,
it
Fawn?
makes me
How are
so
you?
Happy.
But yeah, there's a couple that I was like, they got him or they got her to come back
Yeah,
and revoice their characters for this.
Mhm.
they have dump trucks full of money. They can
They're
do
in,
whatever they
man.
want.
But they're in. They're invested.
So while episode 1 was kind of paint by numbers and exactly what I expected and what I
Yeah.
wasn't hoping for, at the beginning of episode 2, I was like, oh no, they're doing it again.
Yeah.
And then automatically they went, we're not doing this anymore.
Yeah.
And they just hard left. Like, we're going this way.
Yeah. There's
and
one.
I loved it.
There's one that I really liked, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is what's really on the table for this." But there was a Spider-Man plot line that was too dark for the show,
Yeah.
and it was supposed to be Peter Parker turning into an actual spider.
That is a pretty grotesque comic.
And
I've
there
read
was
that one
going to
before.
be a lot of body horror that they showed
Mhm.
in this, and they were like, "No, kids are
Yeah.
gonna watch this too
Yeah.
much."
Mhm.
Because like in the comic, you see like all the legs coming out of
Yeah.
his spine and stuff, and
Right.
it's really graphic. I was a kid when I read it. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah. Do we know what the next one is yet? I know they announced pretty
No.
early that the next one was going to be Star-Lord, T'Challa.
Mhm.
But I don't think they've announced the next one. When are we getting Marvel Zombies?
It's probably towards the end.
Closer to Halloween, probably.
I'm
Oh
in.
yeah, if that's the Halloween release, that'd
yeah,
be
it might
very
be a
smart.
Halloween release.
Wait a minute.
Or do we get that many episodes?
No.
Okay.
We got 10,
never
right?
mind.
No, we're not going to quite make it.
Yeah, this will end in September.
It would end on Halloween week. That's
Yeah.
when it would end. So
Yeah.
Maybe.
no, I think the last episode's going to be a big like culmination.
That
of
would be
everything.
cool because you
Yeah.
know we've seen Hawkeye in other stuff, and we see Hawkeye in a couple of them in the promo trailers.
Yeah. Well, this I don't think this is technically spoilers, but they did say that Chadwick Boseman voiced 4 episodes,
Yes.
so that leads you to believe, okay, there's going to be
There's
some
going to
sort of
be some
crossover.
sprinkle throughout.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
And I think all of these that we're watching
Mhm.
are connected.
Yeah.
I think
all the space ones are going to be the space ones, and then we're going to ground level, and that's going to be a big culmination.
Yeah.
I'm inclined to agree with you.
Because we got some crazy, like, I don't even want to get into it in case people don't want to know what they are, but there's some crazy storylines coming up that I'm very
And there are
excited
some
about.
people that you will not expect to see that show up in
Mhm.
this show. It's more specifically the second one. You're
Okay.
going to see a couple things in the second one and go, "Holy crap!"
This isn't a spoiler. I'm going to be very vague, but how cool was the collector in the second episode?
And played by the same
Benicio
guy.
del Toro.
Yes.
Yeah.
I liked him a lot, and I think they really did him justice with the aesthetics that they,
Yeah.
you know.
It's not
his-
comic accurate at all, but it is
No,
cool
but
as hell.
I did.
But them
like that.
showing the collector's vault in his home, I was like, "This is really awesome."
I
Mhm.
thought the same.
Yeah. Another one that's in all the art for it. So if you don't know, Michael Rooker
Mhm.
plays Yondu
Mhm.
Danta.
Mhm.
And that's pretty much all I'm gonna say in
Yeah.
terms of characters that reprise their roles and come back. If
Yeah.
you're
There's
on
an
social
Marvel and
media,
DC thing in the same month being
Ye-
released.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
pretty
exactly.
cool.
Yeah.
That is pretty cool. But I can't wait to see where this is going to go. I think there's a lot of potential, and I think we might even see some of this spill over into the MCU.
2 hyped me up. One went, this is just like I said before, paint by numbers.
Mhm.
We're gonna make an animated series
Yeah.
out of this. Isn't this cool? And then 2 is like, we're gonna go
What?
all out with this.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're gonna make it cool as hell.
Yeah, because one was kind of close to the story it was mimicking, like a
Yeah.
lot close to it.
Yeah.
And then in the second one, you're like, "Oh, this is
Yeah.
nothing like anything we've seen."
I don't want to see an animated version of a movie I've already seen 3 times.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I'm excited to see it come on.
Same.
I'm excited for He-Man that we're going to be talking about soon. The remake
He-Man.
He-Man by by Kevin Smith.
Masters of the Universe Revelation.
That's
Masters
correct.
of the Universe.
And he also teased an image of Clerks 3 coming out,
Yes,
Oh,
he
boy.
did.
which was going to be very good.
Ryan looks very mad about He-Man right now.
It's like, damn it.
More stuff that I have
Say
to
it.
watch.
Say it,
I'm
Ryan.
watching that.
Say it.
You just see the whole first series in 2 hours. You're done.
Wow.
You're done.
He's
That's all you
right.
need. 5 20-minute episodes. Not even that long. Less than that.
So we got to watch them both, huh?
It took you like 8 weeks just to play Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, because if Breath of the Wild was an hour and a half long, I would have played that a very long time
It
ago.
could
Yeah.
be.
Well, I'm not in master mode, so I don't know.
Not even master mode.
Well, everybody, thank you so much for tuning into the live stream. If you're not on the live stream, you can check us on Facebook. Please feel free to reach out. Let us know what went right, what went wrong. I know there were a couple times the stream dropped, so I'm hoping that doesn't affect the audio. Either way, we're going to have something out for you on Monday, even if it's got this apology and all that. But thank you so much for sticking with us. Next week, same bat time, same bat channel. We will be on
Bit
here.
channel?
Channel.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
That's a good time. You should
We're going
have
to be
it.
here. We're going to be live. So thank you so much for checking it out with us. And we'll see you next time.
Goodbye, Internet.
I'm about to put the logo over your face. Boom.
27 bits.
It's 36.
36, that's right. Try to give her benefit of the doubt.